Don't talk to me until I've had my swig. Don't even utter a word until I've had my Mr. Pibb.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
It's 2:45 in the a.m. and what we're gonna do right now is cut our bangs.
Stay tuned because this is also a reaction video.
My name is Robin, also known as Sunnyside Up Gal, and ye imi thinny eep peel. Alright everybody, welcome to my guest bathroom. Sorry for the echo, but not really. I am looking like a little bit more presentable for you. I'm a little bit insecure about these bags. Because they're not really bags, they're like 20% bags, and the rest is like mascara from yesterday. Because I am one of those gals who exclusively wears waterproof mascara, and then I just like never wash it off. Well, I try my best to wash it off. The one that I wear. The one that I use is waterproof. It's in a purple tube. It's called Falsies. I don't know who's by. Maybe Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. But even when I use like mascara remover or like eye makeup remover, I still have to kind of like squeeze it off. And I don't want to rip my eyelashes out. So I'm just like, whatever. I get free black eyelashes for the next 3 days. But then I have to deal with wiping it off. All right, so today we are cutting my bangs. I'm looking at my hair as a center part and I'm like, ooh, do I want to cut my bangs? Because this looks kind of cute. However, I know myself and I know that after a few hours, I'm gonna just be doing this all the time and then these little things are gonna be greasy like they have been, which is why I've been contemplating cutting my bangs. Because I hate having to tuck my hair. I realize and I remember how much I hate tucking my hair behind my ears. Because it just means it's just overhandling of the hair all the time. All the time. Just bangs behind the ears and greasiness, right? I mean, I like it. Swig.
Swig break.
But look. Wow. What am I doing? I look so pretty with my hair right now. Robin, this is a freshly washed hair and you don't shampoo your hair all the time. You're right, Robin. Let's cut these bangs. Now, another thing that I'm pretty insecure about, so I wear a side part, a pretty deep side part all the time. And when I parted my hair in the middle, if you're new here, I have Hashimoto's. So I have pretty dry hair and my hair falls out sometimes, especially like when I'm stressed out or sick. And I was sick in November after I got home from traveling, stressing out, yada, yada, yada. So my hair was falling out, but since my diagnosis, yeah, it's just been like an ebb and flow of like hair falling out, new growth, hair falling out, new growth. So I don't know if you can see this, but I have a ton of little baby boner hairs, and it's new growth because they're like tapered, they're not like cut off or anything like that. But I didn't notice how much I had until I parted my hair in the center, and I'm gonna be parting my hair all the time in the center when I do this bang cut. So now I'm like, should I even do this? Yeah, Robin, you should. Let's do this. You have gel them down when you style your hair. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I was really excited to grow my bangs out. Bangs were my signature. They still kind of are. Like, I really don't feel like myself like this. I feel like myself when I have short bangs, like eyebrows are up. Eyebrows or above bangs. Because I've had bangs like my entire life. And then when I get the bangs and they start growing out and I'm tired of trimming them, then I go, ugh, I'm just gonna grow these out. And then I grow them out, and then the end of the year comes and I'm like, I kind of miss having bangs. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm nervous when I cut them. Am I gonna be like, ugh, I made such a huge mistake, I can't believe it. It took me a whole year for them to grow out to the point where I could tuck them behind my ears. But I just don't think that this is me. Like, I just don't like the way that this looks because I feel like I have a lot of face. You know what I'm talking about? But when you cut your bangs, see, you can see where they were. Tapered out. Because I had curtain bangs. You cut your bangs, you show less of this. I don't know. Mommy likes to hide behind hair, okay? I'm having a moment. Let me just say goodbye. All right. So normally, I bought shears. I bought shear-ins. Normally, what I would do when I'm going cray-cray is I would take my husband's clippers, comb up my hair in the center, like this. Pick a length. And then just go and be like, okay, no turning back now. Let's keep going, right? I'm not going to do that today. I think I am going to actually use scissors and like plan this out. So let me get a hair tie. BRB. You know what song I have stuck in my head? That Mimi fried mushroom song where they're like frying the mushroom and it makes a noise. While I'm putting my hair up, God, I have a lot of face. I'll put my hair up. For anybody who was watching the video yesterday, and I was convincing you, or anybody who's watching, actually anybody who's watching any of my videos who's like contemplating, oh my God, do I need to go on keto or should I go back to keto? I see you guys. If you watched my video yesterday, I talked about my noodles, my nooders, and the Konjac noodles. If you go to my Instagram page, then you check out my links. I have a link to the brand that I get from Amazon. It's called Hestia, but you can click on that link and they have different not flavors, they have different shapes as well. So you can get like spaghetti shaped, or you can even get rice shaped. I haven't tried the rice shape, but I feel like I would just eat it all in one spot in one sitting and hurt my stomach. You can overeat these, by the way. So they're fiber. So if you eat them, eat them sparingly. Like 1 to 3 servings is okay. If you go over that, you will shit your pants probably. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, okay, see, look. What am I doing? I look so cute like this. What the hell are you doing, Robin? What the hell? What the helly? What the hell, Beyonce? What the hell? Okay, let me get my other brush really quick. Robin, I know you think you look cute in this ponytail, but do you ever wear a ponytail? No, girl, you get migraines. You are a messy bun bitch. And then your bangs, they get greasy fast. You know this. They don't get greasy when they stay in place on the top of your head, above your eyebrows, because you're not going to be touching them all day. Okay, so one thing I do hate about when people cut their bangs, and if you have these, I'm sorry, they're just not for me because I feel like they're non-committal, but like when people have really thin bangs that you can see through and you can see their forehead, like the whole reason why you got bangs, I'm sure, is to hide the length of your forehead, right? So what are you doing with these? What are you doing with these thin bangs? Commit! Okay? Oh God, I'm hyping myself up too much. Like, Robin, don't sweat. You got this. You used to do this all the time, girl. I'm such a stickler about my hair clips, you guys. They have to be a clip like this. I have to get them off of Amazon or whenever my mom sends me them from whatever Asian store she got this from. But they have to be a clip like this. It has to be strong, right? Here, there's a lot of muscle that goes into opening that. And then it has to have teeth on the inside as well. Because I have thin hair. Nothing really grabs onto it, especially when it's super clean like this. Look at that. Wow, she's beautiful. She's Beauty Grace and she's Miss United States. Okay, I look pretty. I'm so sorry, you guys, but I feel like I look really cute today. I think it's because I'm getting over my period. I'm into bit messy. Mommy likes messy. So I'm okay if like it's not a perfect triangle on the bangs thing. You know, some people do like that perfect triangle. Mine's grown out. And let me show you some pictures of what I was inspired by last night when I was really contemplating and mapping everything out.
Okay, so we're looking at my bang board. What I am going for is a natural, imperfect bang, micro, so above the eyebrow, that takes advantage and uses my natural hair texture. So I obviously don't have like wavy hair like this, but I do have more than just stick straight hair. Like I do have a wave. So I want to incorporate the wave of the rest of my hair with the bang. So I'm going to cut them in a way that they mesh well with the rest of my hair. And it's not just like a strict straight bang with wavy hair. You know what I mean? But let's see what else we have going on. This gal also has taken advantage of having a bit of a wave with her bang. And then here is another, so this gal has a mullet, kind of, and I'm not doing a mullet, but she did cut the bang in a way that takes advantage of the slight texture she has. This girl is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous? How the hell you make bags look cute? I don't know. Another gal who has very similar hair texture as I do, has taken and cut the bangs in a way that will incorporate the wave of her hair. Like they meld. They meld well. I think it looks good, right? Yeah.
Almost like a jagged curtain bang, something that's, because I have a natural wave. My hair is mostly straight. I think they call this Irish curls, Irish waves. Mostly straight. When it's unlayered, you add some layers and I get some curls in there, right? So I get some little loose curls, loose waves. I'm gonna leave my baby bangs where they're at because they hide anytime that I'm balding. And let's get to it. Let's get to it, y'all. I feel like with the super jagged, super grungy curtain bang, it fits like a heart-shaped or like a moon face very well because it's kind of framing everything. There's also non-committal because I am not a professional. And it's cute. Okay, is this too tall? I think it is too tall. Is this too much? Is this too tall? Is that too much? Is that too tall? Am I here? Am I alive right now? You can always take away more. You can't bring any back. So let's... Okay. All right, is that good enough? Is that too much? No, I don't think so. I think we're good, actually. All right, let's do this. Oh, God. Shit. Okay, it just took you a year to grow them back, Robin, so you're good. All right, guys. You know what? Before we do this, let's say a prayer and let's take a swig.
Swig break.
We're going for intentional mess, which is basically grungy, in my opinion. So like, hey, you look like you haven't combed your hair in days. I haven't, but also thank you. Okay. Oh, God. Just do it, right? Just cut it. Just cut one little bit and see if you like it. Should I be wetting my hair? Yes, but also, yeah. Let's wet the brush. Let's wet the brush. Let's wet the comb. Because I have a lot of flyaways right now. Because she's trying. She's trying. She's really trying. Alright, guys. Oh, now I'm excited. Now that I'm wetting my bangs, I'm excited to see. I feel like they're going to be too thin. We'll see. We'll see. You can always add more. Okay, always cut lower when your hair's wet because it's going to bounce up. Oh my God, I'm adorable. And she's done. Wow, it's cute. Okay. Okay. I feel like when you see people when they're cutting their bangs, and it feels like it takes them forever to cut their bangs, but that's if you're not committing or you're overcomplicating it. Like just cut it and then trim it, right? I don't think it's crazy enough, but we'll adjust. We will prevail. Again, the look that we're going for is don't talk to me. Not that I don't want to talk to people. I don't. Oh yeah, she's coming, she's waking up. She's like, this is Robin. I feel like the mask from Spider-Man. Like my bangs are talking to me like, this is what you wanted this entire time. Where have you been? Let's kill Spider-Man. I am the Green Goblin. Length is cut. Now it's time to refine and make sure everything falls together properly. I also think I want to go shorter, so we'll do that. Hair is so fun. I always wanted to be a hairdresser. I just hate school. I just hate school, and for some people, like I think you have to go to school to be a hairdresser for longer than like some medical field stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Wow, that already transformed my face a little bit. I know I still look like I have a lot of face. I just do. I guess I do have a lot of face. Let's take a look here and see. Alright, so then I saw some chick on on Pinterest just grab like random ends and just kind of, I don't know what maybe this does something to it, but just grabbing little bits of it, pulling it forward, and then just making, like, cutting off any strays, I guess. And it creates a nice, like, frayed look without it. It seems intentional, right? I think that's it. I think we're good with this. I think we're done. And then you guys, that's it. This is me. Oh yeah, that's cute. I think I'm too high. I think I'm too high on this side. But I also have uneven eyebrows. So my dad always says I look like Spock when I do this. I kind of think it's too short. Or I kind of think that they're too long. But I have, there's plenty of time to like cut them again in my lifetime. So I think we're done. What do you guys think? Let's style. Let's style a little bit. Okay, I know this looks crazy, but this is how I always styled my hair when I had curtain bangs. So basically no product yet. I probably won't need it with them being this short, but wet hair, and then you kind of just glue them into place. The shape that you want it. It's just called like a finger wave. And then they dry, typically doing the thing that you want it to do. So like if you want it to curl or flip out, they'll flip out. Less product this way. I know this looks crazy, but it's gonna be cute.
Oh, I am so sorry. Did you think that this was just going to be a hair cutting video and we weren't going to sit down and be gossip girlies and chit chat and maybe talk a little shit? Sorry, you're wrong. Let's chat. So while I was looking up pictures of my hair cutting inspiration, I didn't know that, I guess I never really thought that Pinterest would have a fat liberation community or that fat activism would make it to Pinterest. So let's look into this. All right. So the first thing that came up when I searched fat activism was this photo, and I'm going to open it in a new tab. Okay. So I'm still in shock because I'm so used to it just being like the major social media. So like Instagram, YouTube, even Reddit. Well, Reddit kind of is mean, but Pinterest never ever crossed my mind. I never ever thought that Pinterest would have fat activist propaganda. But anyway, so let's read this. If you're just listening, it's a picture of a fat person with like a really wide mohawk, a high and tight. God, I'm dumb. Anyway, she's wearing glasses. I can't tell if she has or they have a mustache. They have big titties, hairy legs. I don't know. Anyway, it's an illustration, but let's read it. Why fat acceptance? And then there's a bunch of food and a rainbow. Fat and fierce and fat. Believe it. This is my body. Start now and food guilt. End food guilt. Promo code fuck off. Okay, good question. Fat doesn't equal unhealthy. Diets don't work. Fat people are human. Humans deserve respect and dignity, even unhealthy ones. Stop fat shaming. Obesity crisis is funded by diet companies. Fat discrimination is real. All bodies are good. Okay, let's get into that. So clearly, fat people, yes, are human. Diets don't work. I disagree. Fad diets don't work. Lifestyle changes do work. You just have to put the work and it has to be a priority for you. If it's not a priority for you to be healthy or to live longer, then it's not going to work for you. Am I right or am I wrong, you guys? Humans deserve respect and dignity. I agree. Even unhealthy ones, sure thing. Nobody deserves to really be like treated like shit. Stop fat shaming. I would say stop fat shaming to people's faces, maybe, but I'm going to talk. If you're past the point of if you've gotten to gigantic death fat and from eating and you're still claiming that you're 100% healthy, my next step is to fat shame you. I'm so sorry. That's mean. It is mean. Am I going to cut that? Maybe. I don't know. Obesity crisis is funded by diet companies. No, obesity crisis is a very real thing. Even if it is funded by diet companies, it's it's all tied together. Somebody is making us fat, something is making us fat so that we buy food. I think, something is making us fat so that we rely on medication. I don't think that the diet company is funding the obesity crisis. I think it's big medicine that's funding the obesity crisis. That's my tinfoil hat moment. That big medicine is making the obesity crisis very real so that we buy the medicine. Fat discrimination is real. I agree. All bodies are good. That's weird. I don't think that bodies have a moral thing unless you're like made of demons. So stupid. Okay, bonus, self-esteem, body love, freedom, shame-free, making choices that are good for you. Shame-free, I don't think that's a flex. I think that more people need some shame. I think we need to get back into feeling shame again. Fat liberation. Fat Liberace? Better fat than fascist. I was talking with Angelica Unfiltered when we did our collab, how some people think that fascist want people to be skinny, and it goes back to starving people in like camps and stuff like that. But I was saying that I think that fat, like the fascists want you to be fat because they want you to be sick and rely on medication and rely on the government for that medication. So this is not a very good post, whoever posted that. Let's mute that. Okay, sorry, I was too confident in my own body that it made you uncomfortable. And it's a chunky girl with arm rolls, but she's wearing cute clothes. And honestly, she has a great smile and a great sense of style. We love a smile. We love a sense of style. So she gets a pass, although she is hurting herself by giving into fat activism and fat liberation. She should definitely try to get a little bit healthy, but that's, again, her choice. That's my opinion. Fat activism. I am not a body positivity campaigner. I am a fat liberationist. I do not care if you love your body or not. I care about abolishing the systemic discrimination and abuse that fat people endure on a daily basis. Body positivity is fine, but it doesn't at all fix the problem. Okay, Sophie Hagen. Okay, if a size 2 is beautiful, then my size 22 must be glorious. I would say glorious to who? I think that people have different beauty desires, right? Okay, I'm tired of assumptions being made about my eating habits because of my size. All right, let's look at this gal. Here's the thing. There's no way, I don't think that if you didn't eat at all, if you just sat there and you just breathed, that you would get fat. Like, that's impossible. Am I wrong? Maybe I am. Maybe there is somebody out there who got fat off of breathing. What does Angelica call it? Photosynthesis? Oh shit. But no, we all got, me too, also. We all got fat because we ate like shit. Now, the way that what eating like shit to me in my body, it may be different for eating shitty for you. So for me, eating like shit is like having carbohydrates, having refined sugars, white carbs, etc. I have a lot of fat, a lot of protein, plenty of green veg, right? That's the amount. If you saw how much fat protein I ate, you would say that I ate like shit. But however, my numbers are better than ever, right? Or they are when I'm on track. I haven't checked in a while because I went on vacation. But anyway, you don't get to this without eating something inappropriate to what your body needs to be healthy. Damn, I'm good. If we ate all the same meals and did the same workouts, we would still all have different bodies. That's correct. That's why you have to refine. So let's say this. I agree that there are different size bodies. I don't think that everybody's supposed to be in a mid-size or like in a normal size, straight size body. Well, yeah, straight size. I don't think anybody should be plus size. However, do I think that different body sizes exist? I feel like the range should be wider than what the BMI gives us. But I think that, yes, different bodies exist. But this, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. Very beautiful girl, but I'm not sure if this is healthy. Some might think it is. I've never, I wouldn't feel good like this. I know I'm still chunky, but I'm not like this when I sit down. I don't know. Yes, different bodies exist. And each body is individual. Depending on what you eat, you're going to gain weight in specific ways and in different areas. So yes, we would all have different bodies. However, the reason why people make these posts is because they eat like shit and they want to continue to eat like shit. Yeah? Yeah. This one says weight is not an indicator of health. And it's a bald person of color with a cute background. I like the flowers. And she's in a bra and undies and she's fat. So weight is not an indicator of health. I mean, there are it's multifaceted, it's layered. There are multiple things that indicate, like, are big indicators of health. So, like, obviously your numbers, obviously fertility. Are you fertile? That's my biggest thing. Can you pass on your genes, right? That's what we were put on this planet for, was to have children. As a species, as a society, we've grown past that. But as a species, if we were out in the wild chilling with lions and shit like that, yes, the purpose is to just continue the species. Are you fertile? Me don't think so, ma'am. I don't think that weight is the only indicator of health, but it is an indicator of health. If you gain a bunch of weight in a month, that's a problem. If you lose a bunch of weight in a month, that's a problem. Either end of the spectrum is taking you to the doctor in some way, shape, or form. You should go to the doctor. Like that chick Jordan, she gained 80 pounds. Jordan, the Jordan show. I a couple days ago, I think I did a video when I did my biopsy. She had cancer, and since April, she gained 80 pounds. 80 pounds since April. What is it? That's 8 months. That's a lot. I mean, 80 pounds is a ton. Right? That's a lot in a year. If you gained 80 pounds in less than a year, just like when I lost 80 pounds in a year when I was on drugs, there's a problem, right? These are indications that something's wrong, especially if you're not doing it intentionally. Like if you're intentionally trying to lose weight, yeah, that's different. But if you're not intentionally trying to gain weight and you gain 80 pounds, that is an indicator that something the fuck is wrong. So I would say that the fat activist tab is a little bit more unhinged than some of the tabs I've seen. I feel like maybe because it's less moderated. Am I right or am I wrong? I just feel like it's harder for me to find stupid, dumbass, fat activist shit on Instagram that isn't something that I've already seen. Like the market is so saturated over there. I don't know. I think that's just my opinion. Let's do one more. Let's take a look here. Let's just do a random one. We're going to do a big scroll. What's going on, guys? All right. Let's see what kind of dumbass shit this is.
If I say my fat body isn't welcomed in this world, and your solution is to change my body, not the world, you are part of the problem.
Listen, ma'am. You can say that the same thing about, like, you can reverse that in a way that shows that you're doing the wrong thing, right? The world has already had a set size. Let's talk about seats on an airplane. If you outgrown the airplane seat, you need to fit, but you need to change your body just so that you can fit in the airplane seat. The airplane seat doesn't have to change for you. So this is stupid. Jessica Salgado.
If I say my fat body isn't welcome in this world and your solution is to change my body, not the world, you are part of the problem.
That's so wrong. And it's annoying me. Like, no, you literally outgrew your fish tank, ma'am. You gotta fix that.
Here's the look. God, I love them. I kind of wish that I went shorter, but I'm a girl.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. What more can I do? All I want for Christmas